welcome to another episode of Piecing It Together, the podcast where we take a look at a new movie and try to figure out what movies might have inspired it. But today on the show, we are not going to be doing that. It is one of our monthly trailer roundup episodes. Jason Harris from Awesome Movie Year will be joining me to talk about a whole bunch of movies coming out in August 2025, and we will guess some puzzle pieces just based on what we saw in the trailers. And, we might be right, we might be wrong. We probably got some of them right, but we'll see what happens. And then maybe I'll end up covering some of these movies on full episodes, and we'll see what we ended up, thinking on these trailers episodes and how things match up and where they go. Anyway, we got a fun conversation coming up right now. Before we get to it, I also have some listener puzzle pieces. Not a lot this month, but I do have some pieces from a couple of listeners. First up, Daniel Millward wrote in about our Superman episode and said the Lego Batman movie. And over on Jason Harris's podcast, Awesome Movie Year, we just covered, well, actually, the episode's not out yet, but we just recorded an episode on the Lego movie. And so that kind of was bringing back memories of seeing the Lego Batman movie. And so it was just perfect timing for his puzzle piece to come in because that is a great pull. And we should have brought that up on the Superman episode. Definitely a lot of similarities there. So great stuff there. And then the Vern, who was just on my most recent episode on The Surfer, wrote in about Megan 2.0 with a bunch of puzzle pieces for that one. Eve of Destruction and Daryl, which I haven't seen either of those, so I can't comment on those. But Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 as a sequel that's very, very different in tone from the original, and that's a great one. And I know a lot of people did not like Megan 2.0, but I love the idea of changing the tone, changing the genre, just going completely in a different direction. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is insane and definitely does that. I also mentioned Child's Play, the remake, which I believe we brought up on the original Megan movie. It absolutely applies here as well. And The Iron Giant, which I just recently mentioned I've never seen. I really need to fix that. I got to watch The Iron Giant one of these days. I know it's a classic. One of these days I'll get to it. So a few great puzzle pieces there for Megan 2.0. Thank you for sending those in, you guys. And as always, if you're listening to it, Piecing It Together, and you think to yourself, hey, I can't believe they didn't mention this movie, send it in. You could do that by email. You can find my email on the website, piecingpod.com. Also on all the socials at piecingpod. And check out our Facebook group, Popcorn and Puzzle Pieces, where you can also send in some puzzle pieces, and I will read them on the show. And with that said, let's get to our August 2025 trailers. Jason Harris, it's time for another month of trailers. How are you doing?
Dave, I'm doing fine. The trailers this month, not as fine as last month, so a little let down, but it's August, so we're going to hit the doldrums for a few months.
Yeah, it's weird. They always do that. They're like, they load up the summer, they load up the end of the year, but for that like quick little August, September, we kind of slow things down. But there's some good stuff coming up though, so it's a mix. But we'll get into it as we get into it. First,
We'll
though,
get
we
into
got to
it
take
as we get into it. That's a professional right there, everybody.
that's called English.
We'll talk about movies while we talk about movies.
First, we got to take a look back at what we talked about last month on our trailers episode and see if we watched any of this stuff and what we covered and all that stuff. First up was Jurassic World Rebirth, which was so bad I didn't even do an episode on it. Did you see
saw
this?
It, though? No.
Oh, I saw it. Yeah,
none of these
so
are
bad.
good. And you know what, guys? If you went and saw this, you're part of the problem because it keeps making money and they're going to keep making them until you say no more.
You're absolutely right. I blame myself. I love dinosaurs, so I keep getting tricked into going. And for some reason, I even thought this one looked like it might actually be kind of good as a reboot of sorts. And like, it was just as bad as the last few, if not worse. It was terrible.
Yeah, when we talked last month, I said Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali. How could this be bad? But I should have known better. I'm glad I didn't see it. Stop seeing these movies, everybody.
Next up is Heads of State, which I didn't watch, although I did listen to my dad watch, and he loved it.
Oh, that's all that matters right
Yeah.
there.
So,
Well,
yeah.
there's a president, and then there's the guy over Rick's Rex Records, and he's a prime minister. And now they're No, Sonny, leave me alone. I'm watching a movie.
It's pretty much exactly how it went. So that's spot
Get
on.
your own juice.
The Old Guard 2, I did not watch, and as expected, this movie made like no noise whatsoever.
Yeah, this was, other than us talking about it, I don't think anything else ever came of it. Literally, this was the height of this film, was talking on your C-Level podcast about it.
There you go, 100%. Medea's Destination Wedding.
Still Medea.
Yeah, still Medea. Yeah, I'm sure this came out and somebody watched it. I did not.
Oh, Kerr?
Well, Smurfs is up next, which we both agree it looks like the worst movie ever made.
I don't think it did any business, right?
I don't think so either. And as I'm reading this, I'm like, wait a minute, did it come out? Because you would think that movie would be a bigger deal, but yeah, it just kind of, I don't know.
Good job, guys. This is what we need from you when we're talking about other movies that shouldn't be made over and over and look terrible.
If you're a bad movie, hide yourself. That's what you should do. Just disappear.
We don't want it. Get it out of here.
I Know What You Did Last Summer was up next. I did not see it. I mean, I've heard mixed things. I know some people liked it. I think your awesome movie, your co-host Josh Bell liked it.
No, he did not like it. So.
Oh, okay. Well, some people did.
I was excited for it, but it seems like, again, I heard not good things, and I wanted to see this one. So,
yeah, maybe one of these days we'll get to it.
Well, Freddie Prinze Jr., wait till they make She's Still All That.
Yeah, there you go. That one I would maybe watch. So that sounds fun.
Hey, your mom's an ugly idiot. Whoa, she took off her glasses. She's so pretty.
Oh yeah, perfect. I'd watch that for sure. Next up is Eddington, the new Ari Aster film. I loved this movie, Jason. I know you loved Beau is Afraid. Have you seen this yet?
Oh man, I can't wait. I still haven't seen it. I'm glad you loved it. I know it's getting some mixed feedback, but yeah, love Midsommar too. So let's
this
go.
Might
Eddington.
be my favorite of his movies. I don't want to hype it up too much for you, but that's how much I liked it. I recorded an episode on it yesterday. It'll be coming up soon on
He's probably podcast. Like one of my, like, if you're putting appointment movie viewing for directors, like top 5 for me at this point.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. The Home was up next. That weird Pete Davidson.
It hasn't come out here yet.
Yeah, no. I think it opens this coming weekend. So obviously haven't seen that. Happy Gilmore 2 just hit Netflix, and we'll actually be recording an episode on it with our mutual friend Joe Black. A little 3-way episode. Should be a fun time. Ooh. And Bambi the Reckoning was up next, which also opens this weekend. Haven't seen it yet. I kind of want to see it. I usually skip these movies, these IP, reboot.
Well, I want you to see it too.
I'll probably go see it. We'll see what happens. And then there were the 2 live shows that I did, Superman and The Fantastic Four First Steps. Obviously huge movies. I liked both of them. I mean, we always talk about our superhero fatigue. I didn't love either of them, but they were both enjoyable enough.
Yeah, I saw Superman. I think I went to your thing, didn't I? For Superman?
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah.
I think you were there.
That's nice.
You better have been there.
I don't know. No, I didn't. I went with Josh. I went to see it.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, well, I went to visit my brother who just had surgery, so I couldn't go to yours. Sorry. Next time I'll tell him, go recover on your own, you piece of trash.
Sure.
Dave has another live podcast with 6 people in the crowd. I got to go support.
Yeah.
I like Superman. I thought it was, meat and potatoes down the middle, but I think DC kind of needed something like that, right? To reset the universe. So, and also it pissed off the MAGA crowd. So I'm all for that.
Yeah, that's always fun. So let's get to our August movies, starting with Together, which will be in theaters August 1st. Real life couple, Dave Franco and Allison Brie. Am I right in saying they seem to be fusing together or something? It's kind of like a body horror kind of movie.
Yeah, I think so. That's a genre I'm starting to get bored of because I haven't really, but what if they're both playing characters? I think it would have been even cooler if they were Dave Franco and Allison Brie, like, hey, we got to get out of Hollywood. Like, our marriage is not doing well. Let's go to the country and, reconnect, and then as those as themselves as characters. That would have been way more fun, I think.
That is a great idea. I like that.
Thanks, Dave. Greenlighted for me. Um, Weird stuff happens in the woods and messes up your body with unknown entities, Evil Dead or Evil Dead 2.
Sure.
You turning into a creature or something that you're not aware of while in the woods, Wolfman. And there looks like there's some sort of hidden, like found footage or hidden camera footage of like some type of cult ceremony, and that I think it was the second Paranormal Activity where you get the coven in there, So that's what that one reminded me of.
That is a creepy ass scene. I will say that. Yeah, I put in just like Cronenberg body horror in general. I also think it kind of reminds me of like a new take on the one location thriller, since they're stuck to each other and they can't get out of where they're at. So kind of like in
Evil
that
Dead
vein. Well, yeah, but that's kind of not a one location. But you know what I mean.
It is a one. They literally spend all the movie in a cabin.
But they're not stuck.
When they're driving.
They go outside. They're in the on the outside. They go to the tool shed. They go down below in the basement.
I think they do that in this one too. But go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway, and I put Stuck on You, the Farrelly Brothers movie.
Sure.
So, there you go. It should be a fun movie. Everybody seems to love that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and it's nice. They got a little cottage industry for themselves. These two.
Yeah, absolutely. So next up is Freakier Friday, our latest legacy sequel. This will be in theaters August 8th. This is, of course, Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis, where they were a mom and daughter who switched bodies. This time there are 3 generations going on switching bodies. And honestly, I got a little bit lost with who is switching with who in this trailer, but it looks like it could be a little bit of fun.
I would rather see freakier tales. I'll tell you that much.
Ooh, nice. Yeah.
Well, there's 4 people that switch bodies, so it does. I could see why it's a little, but I get it. You're upping the stakes. I was thinking while I watched this trailer, like, yes, we keep talking about the Lindsay Lohan comeback, which is awesome. We love that.
Sure.
But Jamie Lee Curtis is on a run right now. The Oscars, the Bear. I mean, it seems like she is like that mainstay older actor for comedies in the same way that like Christopher Walken is, but also like she's getting prestige projects still. So it's
and people
cool.
just love her. Like everybody seems to love her. Like, and she's hit like every area of film fans. Like when it, from the horror stuff to the comedy, the mainstream Oscar stuff, all around.
And she's not afraid to age.
Yeah,
true. So shout out to Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan. Well, legacy sequel, Dave. Many, many years later, I'll go with Happy Gilmore for that one. Why not? We'll pick that
sure.
one, so.
That works.
There's a fortune teller, right? Who's like kind of saying what's going to happen. That was very Zoltar from Big for me. And there's the whole thing about a family curse, which Dave brought me to your favorite movie of the year, Final Destination: Bloodlines.
Love it. That movie is so damn good. I went with 2 legacy sequels for mine, being very lazy here. Bill and Ted Face the Music, where we get the kids involved this time around, so it's still the same basic setup of everything happening, but we've got more generations involved. And Ghostbusters Afterlife, which literally the same things happen in that movie from the original, except for, we get the old people, we get the new people, and it all kind of gets mixed up a little bit. So.
No, it's sad, Dave. I mean, I didn't dislike Afterlife, but I like Bill and Ted Face the Music. But when you're like multiple generations, I have no recollection of that.
I did not like that movie, but that's another story we could talk about another time. But anyway, up next is Fixed, which will be on Netflix August 13th. This is like one of those R-rated, dirty animated comedies. This one's about a dog that loves humping so much that they're going to neuter him. So him and his doggy friends, they decide to have one last fun night out. And it looks pretty damn fun, although a little stupid.
I don't think it looks good, but I mean, I hope it's good. I just look kind of basic to me for this.
Yeah, well, it is a Netflix movie, but I noticed in the comments there was like like on YouTube, there were a lot of people that were like, uh, they felt like they should be put on a list for watching this trailer. They're like very prudish about dirty humor, which I felt was very strange.
Oh, get the
But
fuck out of here, you assholes.
very weird.
Besides, if you're on a list, you'll have a president cover it up for you because he fucks kids. That's right. I said it here on Piecing It Together.
There you go. I mean, speaking of that, I mean, everybody loves the new South Park episode. So why
that was great.
You really have problems with dirty animated movies? Like, I mean, come on.
My favorite thing, and I don't want to get off on that weird diatribe, but did you see there was like a Republican, either senator or congressperson, who wrote, tweeted, like, new South Park is hate speech. Matt and Trey should be in jail for this. And it's like, oh, yes, you guys, the people who definitely hate speech and don't protect hate speech and don't lean into hate speech or hate actions. Hey, do the people in ICE who don't show their faces, can they give hate speech, or their masks covering their mouths too much? You know, like,
what a stupid world we're in.
Hypocrites,
right now,
Jave. Sorry, I didn't mean to get too political, but fuck you.
Puzzle pieces.
Fixed. Adult humor with animals, Ted or Strays. You know what this reminded me of is, like, you're getting married tomorrow. We got to have one last bachelor party. So I picked The Hangover from my bachelor party movie, but you could pick any of them. And then I wanted to put in a movie that revolves around private parts. So I put Teeth, about the vagina that eats you.
Sure, absolutely. That's
ever been eaten by a vagina, Dave?
No, not yet, but we'll see what happens.
A boy can dream.
Yeah, I also, of course, had Strays. I mean, that is, I think, the first one we got to talk. And then I put Sausage Party, which I had as a puzzle piece for Strays when that movie came out. But yeah, I like The Hangover. I like that idea of it's like the bachelor party style setup. So yeah, I don't know. It could be good. Next up is a movie that I feel like we have no choice but to cover together, me and Jason. It is Nobody 2, which will be in theaters August 15th. Of course, Bob Odenkirk is back for this sequel to a movie that we bring up on this podcast all the damn time, and it looks fun. It's just taking the same guy from Nobody, but putting him on vacation, basically.
Yeah, it's, I mean, like, literally the whole trailer uses Holiday Road. Like, they want you to feel like it's Nobody in National Lampoon's Vacation, right? And
yeah.
You go to the beach town and the fun, the amusement park. And so besides National Lampoon there, Vacation, I did have Funhouse, the Tobe Hooper movie from 1981, where shit goes down in the amusement park and murders happen. In this case, more violence. And then there really looks like they're leading into the 80s summer movie, so I put One Crazy Summer.
Yeah, I figured you would say that. Yeah, and I just went with, like, sequels that move the action to a new location, like Ace Ventura 2 goes to Africa, Crocodile Dundee 2 brings it back to Australia from New York, Deuce Bigalow 2 takes him to Europe. Yeah,
it was a European gigolo.
That's right.
I would say a spoiler for Happy Gilmore 2. How happy were you when you saw Rob Schneider taking the part of the little person on the tricycle, just go, "You can do it"?
Oh God, why do they have to be like that? Like almost every SNL guy. Like, it's a shame, but Anyway, let's move on. Americana, August 15th in theaters. Sydney Sweeney stars as a singer who gets mixed up in this whole crime gone wrong situation. Looks awesome, I think. Big cast, and this is like the kind of movie that we always like, right?
We like these. I mean, right after this, spoiler, we're going to do Honey Don't, the new Ethan Coen.
Right.
I feel like these could be the same movie. Like,
I feel like this looks like the better version of that. Yeah, absolutely.
Interesting. That would be whether it's with me or someone else. That would be a good episode for you to do a compare and contrast episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she literally says she wants to go to Nashville to be a country star. So one of my favorite movies we've ever covered on Awesome Movie Year, Nashville, Robert Altman. Mm-hmm. It's funny because Honey Don't is the Ethan Coen movie, but this feels so Coenese, right? Doesn't it? Whether you want to go to like Raising Arizona or No Country, like, I mean, it's a little more kind of in that Raising Arizona tone, but I think No Country and what they're trying to do, like thievery. I put Jojo Rabbit down there, and the reason was at some point, dude, why did I put it down there? I know why I put it down there. because the kid has a fake friendship like with an imaginary Hitler. And there's some type of political thing like that in here, but I don't remember what it is.
Mm,
I just watched it. And then, of course, I mean, dude, Guy Ritchie all over this month. This,
totally.
pick your Guy Ritchie movie. I put Snatch for this one.
Yeah, I figured some Guy Ritchie, some of course Coen Brothers. First thing I thought of, a little Tarantino in there too. I thought of The Way of the Gun, which I think kind of has that same '90s kind of vibe. Maybe a little Get Shorty in there, and then I also put Wild Rose, the Jesse Buckley country singer film, which is really good.
I've
And
never seen that.
more people should watch that. I think you'd like it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that movie. And like you said, next up, the other Cohen movie, not that that one was a Cohen movie, but the one that's actually a Cohen movie, Honey Don't, which will be in theaters the next week, August 22nd. This is the second of their kind of unofficial trilogy that he's doing with his wife, Trisha Cook. And that's after Drive Away Dolls last year. And this looks kind of right in line with that one. If you like that movie, I feel like this is going to be more of the same.
I mean, the Trisha Cook, I saw a quote from her and it was so like uninspiring to me. Like,
Mm,
because this is their, like you said, it's a lesbian trilogy, right?
right,
And like,
right.
her quote was, "We wanted to do a noir, but with a lesbian detective." And I'm like, well, that's
Mm.
not really. I mean, I'm
It's
all for lesbian
about as
detectives, but like, let's build something a little bigger than just
yeah.
that,
Let's go a
So
little deeper than that.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I didn't put any Cohen's on here, but I did tonally. I mean, it feels, what's the mystery, the caper? How are we solving it? It's circular. Inherent Vice was what I put
I put
here.
that too. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
The whole idea of like a religion or a cult covering up things. I went with True Detective season 2, and also the kind of tough urban detective. I went with Destroyer, the underrated Karen Kusama movie with Nicole Kidman as the lead.
I never saw that. Yeah, I heard it was really good. I'll have to watch that one of these days. But yeah, I put Inherent Vice, and I also shout out to our buddy Joe Black. But this feels exactly like his Natasha Hall
Oh, I
films.
love that. Good for you, Joe. Which
Yeah, so
and full disclosure, you and I are both in the second one in various ways.
yes, we are absolutely. So yeah, shout out to Joe Black. But
It's nice to say something positive about Joe. Bag of pudding.
bag of pudding, Joe Black. The Thursday Murder Club is up next, August 28th on Netflix. A bunch of older people who always get together and do these cold case murder mysteries have to solve a real murder mystery.
The only thing I can hope for, Dave, is
Hmm.
that August 28th is a rainy, cool day and I can get under my covers with my hot tea and watch my
Hmm.
stories,
Oh, sure,
I
yeah.
am into it. I am a big fan of these type of British subgenre of. I actually do a joke about it. Of in my act, I talk about you can learn a lot about a country by the type of murder show that they have, and like in
Nice.
Britain, it's all like, "I'm a priest by day, but I solve cold cases by night." Like Father Faddington, private PI, and it's always like whimsical like that.
Lovely.
And then you get to the Nordic noirs, and it's like there's another headless body in the fjord. It's just another day here in Iceland.
Oh, yeah.
It's fun. Um, I mean, only murder. This just made me want to watch Only Murders in the Building. That's the
Hmm.
number one thing I got from this. And then I this is old people solving crime, so I picked an old people doing crime going in style.
Absolutely. I put Going in Style as well. The other thing I put is The Kid Detective, which is just the best, and about a guy who's never really had to investigate anything real before, but now he has his first major real case. So seems a little bit similar in
Did you
setup there.
know, speaking of that, Dave, probably 2006, I made a short called Sally Pepper's Neighborhood Detective.
Yes, I
and,
did.
and it was about a girl detective who she's a kid, but she was the actor was 18, right? And she's a girl detective trying to solve a case of a missing pie, and she has very adult methods of getting her information and everything. So I like that genre.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's go to a weird one, really. Caught Stealing on August 29th. This is Darren Aronofsky's new movie, but looks unlike anything that he's really done
It looks
before.
like a Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. It looks like a very Guy
That's
Ritchie movie right there.
100% the first thing I wrote down too. Just a lot of Guy Ritchie in there. But yeah, just a straight up crime thriller, but like kind of comedic, but action packed. Austin Butler and Zoe Kravitz star. And it looks like it's going to be very over the top, very fun. And I'm kind of down for this. You know how much I love Mother, but he's been stuck in this gear for a few movies now where he's just, I don't know, just getting more and more depressing. And just, this looks like a fun time.
Yeah, I mean, Hasid's doing bad things. We'll go to Uncut Gems,
Sure.
and also that kind of feel of it. And I mean, dude, I talked about not putting a Cohen reference for the Cohen movie, but like, this is Lebowski right here, 101.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, Lebowski, Uncut Gems, that's a great one. I didn't put that down. I love that. And I had Guy Ritchie down and just more Tarantino. A little of all that 90s, like, thriller stuff. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I hope it's good, and I hope it's an
Do you
interesting new direction for him.
do you find it interesting that the song that they use in the trailer is not "Caught Stealing" by
Yeah,
Jane's Addiction? So
I guess a little too on the nose. It'll probably be in the closing
yeah,
credits.
I
I don't
would
know.
just use it if that's what you're going to title the
Yeah,
movie. Just go
yeah,
for it. So.
absolutely. Next up is The Roses, also August 29th. I don't know how much you've been to the movie theaters lately, Jason, but they show this trailer every single time I go. I'm kind of sick of it already, but it is a great cast. Benedict Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman, Andy Samberg, Kate McKinnon. This is Jay Roach's take on The War of the Roses, written by Tony McNamara. I mean, it's got a lot going for it. I'm just kind of sick of it already.
It's got a lot going for it, except when you mentioned Jay Roach, it says from the director of Meet the Parents, and this feels
Mhm.
like this should have come out around the same time. It just feels
Yeah,
so. Which, hey, man, maybe it'll work. Maybe this will be something anachronistic but it just feels like stale. I guess is the
yeah,
word.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
um, you know, uh, first of all, Benedict Cumberbatch gets fired, has to care for the kids, has a hard time. What a new idea, Mr. Mom. Let's go with that. Divorce, where one person's lawyer says, "We're going to take everything from you." Marriage story. At one point, she throws like an orange in his face. It brought me to Austin Powers. Who throws a shoe? And then this kind of lovers' quarrel where they keep upping each other. If you take away Olivia Williams, you have Bill Murray and Jason Schwartzman in Rushmore.
Ah, very good. I like it. Some good stuff there. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf as far as, the screaming matches and all that. Malcolm and Marie, of course, inspired by
Bleh.
that, and I know you hate it and I like it.
Bleh.
And
Ooh.
ooh, ooh, this is getting weird. And I threw 10 things I hate about you in there as well because they really hate each other. So, anyway, uh that's basically our list because did have the Toxic Avenger down, but just the other day I got confirmed that that is going to end up being one of my live shows for the month,
Yeah.
along with The Naked Gun, which will be on Friday, August 1st, and Jason's going to be on that one. That's at Downtown Cinemas. Weapons, which will be at Maya Cinemas on Thursday, August 7th. And then, like I said, Toxic Avengers is back at Downtown Cinemas on Friday, August 29th. I'm super excited for all three of those movies, and I'm really happy it's working out to do shows on those three. Are you psyched for those movies?
Bro, I
Any
think
of
this is
them?
your best lineup of live shows that you've had in 1 month. Like, I want to go to all of those. I'm glad to
Yeah.
be on the Naked Gun one. I would happily be
Exciting that
on
there are
any of
no
these.
superhero movies for a change, so that's kind of
Well, the
cool.
Toxic Avenger is a
It's kind of
superhero,
one.
but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
this preview looks great. Naked Gun, we'll see. I hope. I mean, those writers, I listened to them on script notes. They really seem like they came at it from the right point of view. And Weapons, we're all excited for. So, like,
Hell
this is
yeah.
good. Congrats, Dave, for a great month for you.
Great month of live podcast. Let's do it. So, any movies you watched recently you want to shout out,
I
Jason?
got one for you, Dave. It's a super deep cut, and if there's any listeners who have seen this movie, please let me know because I doubt it. I would doubt it. It's from 1950. It's a Richard Fleischer movie. I'm actually on my letterbox right now. And the way I got it was I was watching, on Instagram how Letterbox always has with filmmakers like their top four and everything like that. and this filmmaker mentioned it. I was like, oh, that sounds cool. It's called Armored Car Robbery. It's an hour and 7 minutes. It's a very straight up cops, robbers, let's go. Who's going to win? How are we going to catch them? It feels like that kind of Kubrick 50s movie, and so with the killing, this movie was cool, man. Armored Car Robbery. Watch it.
I like the very straight to the point title. I kind of want to watch it. It sounds cool.
It's a good movie, dude. So,
right on.
That's why I recommended it, because it's a good movie.
There you go.
That's what
Jason, what's going on with comedy, with Awesome Movie, or with everything else you're up to?
Comedy, we just got that nice write-up in Las Vegas Weekly for Eat This Comedy. So please follow us on the Grizzam, and we will post our next show there. I got a bunch of trivia nights all over Las Vegas. We talk about movies a lot, and then Dave won free chips and dip one time, has yet to collect them. Awesome movie year. We're in 2014, which, as I keep saying, better than it gets credit for. So that's been a lot of fun. And that's it, isn't it? Do I have anything else? Jason Harris Comedy, Eat This Comedy, The Trivia Party, all on Instagram. Follow all of them. Hooray. Go for Jason on Letterboxd.
Sounds like a good list of things for people to check
Dave,
out.
It was nice talking about these movies as we talked about these movies.
Nice callback there. That was good. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that conversation with Jason Harris about some of the movies coming out in August 2025. Thank you to Jason for joining me on that one, and thank you to all of you for listening. If you're enjoying the show, make sure you are subscribed, because we got a bunch of episodes on the way, and you will find out about them as soon as they come out if you get subscribed. You can also follow us on social media at PiecingPod. And join our mailing list. You can find that on Substack or on piecingpod.com. There is a sign-up form, and that way you'll find out about everything we got going on, including those live shows I mentioned at the end of the conversation. We got 3 live shows in August. Big month for these. So I hope if you are in Las Vegas and you are listening, you will be out at some of those shows. You can currently enter to win tickets for The Naked Gun and for weapons, and I will be putting up a contest for the Toxic Avenger very soon as well. So that does it for today's episode. It's time to close this out with a piece of music, and I actually am heading out the door first thing in the morning at the time that I recorded this. I'll be gone when this episode goes up, heading out the door for a little vacation. Me and my wife Gina and our dog Harvey, our 17-and-a-half-year-old dog Harvey, who just put out a new rock and roll album, the Pup Pups. It is called Three Chords and the Pooch, and it is available on vinyl. It's available on streaming. It's available on digital, and there's a song on that album called Colorado about Harvey dreaming of all the places we might be going on our vacation. So that feels like a good fit for closing out today's episode as we leave on vacation. Although, spoiler alert, we're not going to Colorado, but maybe one day. So this is Colorado from the new The Pup Pups album, Three Chords and the Pooch. Hope you enjoy it. We'll be back with more Piecing It Together real soon.
I'm on another trip with Mom and Dad. Don't know where we're going, but I'm really glad, 'cause we might be going to Colorado. I'm on another trip with Dad and Mom. We packed all the bags and took Stackos along, and we might be going to Colorado. Well, I've been all around Nevada with my mother and my father. Been down to California more times than I can count. There might be traffic on the ride, but you know that I don't even mind, 'cause being with my family is what it's all about. I'm on another trip with Mom and Dad. Don't know where we're going, but I'm really glad, 'cause we might be going to Colorado. I'm on another trip with Dad and Mom. We packed all the bags and took Stackos along. Colorado. Been to Arizona quite a few times, and I even been up to that Utah territory. So come on and turn up the Tom Petty songs or whatever else is on the radio, and dad hit the gas and come on now, let's just go, go, go. I'm on another trip with mom and dad. Don't know where we're going, but I'm really glad, 'cause we might be going to Colorado. I'm on another trip with dad and mom. We packed all the bags and took stackos along, and we might be going to Colorado. One day I'll see this whole crazy world. Just grab that globe and give it a twirl. But right now I'm dreaming of Colorado. Maybe New York for a slice of that czar, Chicago, or maybe down to Florida. But right now I'm dreaming of Colorado. As long as I'm riding with dad and mom, don't care where I'm going, I'll just tag along. And right now I'm dreaming of Colorado. I take my ticket, flea mates just to be safe. In just a few days we'll be back at our place. But right now I'm dreaming of Colorado.
An All Points West production, produced by David Rosen in Las Vegas.